Tell myself this time's for real. Don't be afraid to be alone. 'Cause she took the last train out of the station. I watched it disappear. There were no sad goodbyes for my imagination. Suddenly was clear that she took a long time before she hypnotized me with her favorite lies. I've heard them all before. So why don't you kick me down on the floor? I took a wrong turn and ended up inside incarceration. My disguise was only to maintain till I fell back into her arms again. Not again, not again. Oh no, no, never again. Another night fades on this empty room. Oh man, what a drag to feel this way. 'Cause she took the last train out of the station and I watched it disappear. There were no sad goodbyes for my imagination. Suddenly was clear that she took a long time before she hypnotized me with her favorite lies. I've heard them all before. Why don't you kick me down on the floor? I took a wrong turn and ended up inside incarceration. My disguise was only to maintain till I fell back into her arms again. Not again. Oh no, 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 never again. No, she took a long time before she hypnotized me with all of her lies. I've heard them all before. So why don't you keep me down on the floor? Down on the floor, down on the floor, right down on the floor. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, Tom Brusso. Wonderful, wonderful. I didn't hear it, I was outside, but I'm sure it was good. Oh. This is an album that I made 10 years ago to the month. It's called The Romantic Adventures of Harry, and the last song was one of the songs that was on the album called The Last Train. And I remember nervously asking my parents for money so I could go into the recording studio to make this album, and I just now recently paid them back. So it's official. I own this album. And anyway, I'd like to play some songs from this album, and the song I'll play next is a song called Goodnight, Saturday Night, and it's a true story that I made up. Actually, it's one of the very first songs that I finished as an aspiring songwriter fresh out of college. There was a bar down on Fairmount Avenue. I don't know if anybody remembers it, called Megalopolis. And a lot of my life was spent in that bar. And I'd go in and sneak in, and I'd see this songwriter by the name of Steve Poltz playing there with his buddy Rob Driscoll as the Rugburns. And after hours, he'd be playing these songs that he's written. And I was so inspired, and him and I became quick friends because we knew every James Taylor song. Even the stuff he wrote in the 80s, you know, all of that period. We found out quite ironically that him and I were seeing the same girl at the same time. And so we both had the same taste in girls, and she left us both at the same time for this other guy. And then she invited Steve and I to the wedding. And so we had to flip a coin to see who would wear the dress, and that was Poltz. He wore the dress. He wanted to win. I knew it. I knew he did. He looked good in dress. At the end of the night, it had beer and blood all over it, but that's a different story. Anyway, we go to the wedding, and we're doing all right, getting free booze, wishing everyone all the best. And she was Mexican, so she had that part in the wedding when you're supposed to pin money on the bride. This is true. I'm not making this up. I had a lot to drink by then, and I just had a pocket full of change that I just threw at her. And then Steve kind of said, "We gotta go right now." And I said, "Well, let's find a bar. Let's find the bar that's closest to this wedding." And there was a Coco's that served alcohol, so we kind of sat in the Coco's, and here he was in this beautiful dress. I brushed all my teeth that day just to be special. Anyway, this is a song called "Goodnight, Saturday Night" that I wrote very, very quickly after that. Saturday night, I'm alone in my apartment, resting my head on my hand. I was scanning the news and all the loony cartoons. There ain't jack shit on TV tonight. So I take a walk to Pete's liquor store. I buy a bottle of King Cobra Ale. And I sat down on the curb and drank down the nerve to talk to the girl on the corner who's for sale. I said, "Sweetheart, you looking fine. Tonight will you be mine? I promise that I'll shave my face. Put your hand in my pocket and reach for my rocket and send my ass out into space." I guess we won't get a light show. Oh man, what a night this turned out to be. I got drunk, I got laid, now I'm back watching TV. There's a man selling Jesus, there's a man selling lies. There's a talk show about women who can't seem to get on the lights. Well, I guess I'm a stranger on this dark stage once again. So good night, Saturday, amen. Right now, Louis is having a heart attack right back there. Breaker, breaker. Oh, awesome. Well, I've been alone since my girlfriend walked out on Poltz and me. A story you've all heard since 1994, that's right. I come home from a hard day of singing my life away. I found a letter under the door. And it read, "Dear Mr. Page, this time I'm leaving you on account of all of your drinking and your gambling and hash smoking and flat out not thinking. Being with Steve and you has turned me into a lesbian now, and I have a girlfriend. Her name is Joanne, and the first time we had sex was in your brand new Euro van." Well, right about then I started to laugh. And then I broke down and I started to cry, and I banged on the wall and forgot the chords and said, "Why?" And to this very day, I've been living this way. I guess a lonely old man I will die. turned out to be. I got drunk, I got laid, now I'm back watching TV. There's a man selling Jesus, there's a man selling lies. There's a talk show about singers who like sex with weird guys. Well, I guess I'm a stranger in this place I live in. So good night, Saturday, amen. Say it again, amen. The end. Thank you very much. Play one more song off of this album. It's called Thought You Were Brilliant. And it was the first song that Steve and I ever finished. We had a lot of songs, but none of them were very good. And then when we found this one, and we thought, well, it's good enough to be on my album. And I don't think it's on any of his albums. It might be, but I don't listen to his music. Oh, that's the other song I just played. I thought you were brilliant, you were just full of helium. You took me to the moon, then you dropped me on my cranium like a sick, twisted joke from a karma comedian. You ain't done nothing I ain't done before, but you up the ante and you even the score. Lord knows I've broken some hearts in my day. I didn't mean it, it just turned out that way. Well, I've got a radio that plays all our songs, but I sing out of key since you've been gone. But you stoked the fire and you left me to burn. I guess I deserved it, I guess it's my turn. I thought you were brilliant, you were just full of helium. You took me to the moon, then you dropped me on my cranium like a sick, twisted joke from a karma comedian. You ain't done nothing I ain't done before, but you up the ante and you even the score. Storming the Badlands to find you, through lightning and thunder I'll drive, with your photograph smiling to guide me. My heart says I'm still half alive. All paper and dust and barbed wire, there ain't nothing but acres to burn. I could wait here forever, forever. And I thought you were brilliant, you were just full of helium. You took me to the moon, then you dropped me on my cranium like a sick, twisted joke from a karma comedian. You ain't done nothing I ain't done before, but you up the ante and you even the score. So I'm just going to slowly throughout the evening move down year by year, album by album, personal life by personal life. This is the second album that I wound up making. That I had this big fat record deal, and they made this album and then they never released it. So once I got released, I just bootlegged it, and it's called Fare Thee Well, and it's produced by my friend John Doe. And I'm going to play a song from it called Fare Thee Well. This was a very special song I wrote for somebody quite special in my life, and then when I wrote the song, and it doesn't mean anything to me anymore. I mean, the song still means something to me, though. Hearts are paper, heads are stone. I got troubles of my own. Your wheels are burning over my green grass. So fare thee well, I hope you never come back. If eyes are windows into the soul, then yours are colder than the snow. Your smiling picture is in the trash. So fare thee well, I hope you never come back. Come back, come back, hope you never come back. Come back, don't ever come back. Come back, hope you never come back. Rain and thunder I cannot hide. A blue waterfall is my ride. Your reflection is what I splash. Fare thee well, I hope you never come back. Today's forever, tomorrow is gone. Dark is the dungeon as the night is long. My hands releasing, shut your trap. Fare thee well, I hope you never come back. Come back, come back, hope you never come back. Come back, don't ever come back. Come back, hope you never come back. Come back, hope you never come back. Hearts are paper, heads are stone. I got troubles of my own. Thank you. Switching gears, but still remaining on Fare Thee Well, is a little ditty, and little means that it's quite short, but it's called Walking in the Park. I love the music of Cole Porter and all the crooners. And I suppose I was thinking about that kind of music while I was putting this song together. Walking in the park after dark, just me and my gal, lovers on a stroll as midnight rolls in on a gentle breeze, swinging hand in hand is just grand, and baby you sure are swell. If love is like water, my heart is a wishing well. Tell me that you love me and say you'll never leave me, and I'll forever be your loving man. Souvenirs from yesteryears, they all don't mean a thing. The cuckoo clock won't tick or talk, and the wooden bird won't sing. And since you've been gone, I found that loneliness can sting, while a photograph of you makes me blue. Tonight I wonder where you are. I drive around the neighborhood, remember days that were good here in this dirty old town. Oh, how could you confuse me? Why did you deceive me? if I could never be your loving man. You turned me upside down and you made my face turn red. Now I've got stars and tiny bluebirds all spinning round my head. You're a basket case of love. I watch you bounce from bed to bed. Say you'll never leave me, and I'll forever be your loving man. And souvenirs from yesteryears, they all don't mean a thing. The cuckoo clock won't tick or talk, and the wooden bird won't sing. And since you've been gone, I found that loneliness can sting. Walking in the park after dark. Only one wrong note. Only one wrong note. Thank you so much. Well, we're just going to keep on moving down the line. And it's so much easier than having a set list. Just bring all my goddamn CDs up on stage with me. This is an album that's called Music for Mortals. I was going for something more light and upbeat for the album cover. It's me in a graveyard. It's taken in a graveyard cemetery in Paris. While I was trying to get out of this screwy record deal, I was unable to record my own music, so I put together a collection of old-fashioned songs that I love, and then some songs that I just changed my name on and what have you. Anyway, so this is called Music for Mortals, and it's got a picture of I got some photographs that I took in it. This is one of my favorite photographs. I don't know if you've got the album, but it's in the cemetery. You can see it, where this guy is actually coming out of his grave, and I just got to meet him and stuff, so I took his photo. Strange cemeteries they have in Paris. I had spent days, and I'm not exaggerating, days just mucking about, in the cemeteries of Paris. And they would ring a bell, because the cemeteries are so huge, they would ring a bell like around 6 o'clock, and then you would know that it was time to get out. And anyway, so let me just retune this guitar. And I'm going to play a Mississippi John Hurt song. Which was written about the same time this guitar was made, I'm sure of it. You can go to Guitar Center these days and buy guitars that look all beat up and to shit, but this is actually beat up and shitty looking, This was standing the test of time. Rider, you see what you done made me love you, now your man done come. Well, Well, you made me love you, now your man done come. Well, you made me love you, now your man done come. If I had a listening to my second side, well, I would not be standing here wringing my hands and crying. Well, I wouldn't be standing here wringing my hands and crying. Well, I wouldn't be standing here wringing my hands and crying. Told you to. You're 3 times 7, you know what you wanna do. Well, you're 3 times 7, you know what you wanna do. Well, you're 3 times 7, you know what you wanna do. Thank you. Have you heard that Hampton Inn commercial? That's me. Thank you. I don't even have a TV, so I don't know what I'm talking about. But I got some emails from some people saying, "Hey, you sound like that guy singing the Hampton Inn commercial." When Tom and I were driving up the coast, we figured we could stop into a Hampton Inn, maybe I'd get like a half-off deal, you know? We pulled in and I said, "I'm the guy singing on your commercial." And nobody gave a shit, you know? All I want is a place to stay. Have you heard Steve Poltz singing the Verona casino commercial? Have you heard that? Shit. Okay. This is an album called And I Look Up, and I haven't played a few songs from this in a while, and there's a song that I wrote on this called, I don't know what it's called, hold on. Jesus, could I make the print any smaller? Roses in the Sand, yeah, that's it. And I wrote it with my dear friend who, her name is Sally Taylor, and her father is James Taylor, and her mom is Carly Simon, and I've been a big fan of James Taylor since the day I wanted to start to write songs. And I do like some of Carly Simon's songs for sure. She just put out a new album, which I just heard at Borders. It's pretty good. And anyway, so her and I got a chance to hang out together, and this was a song that we wrote together. It's called Roses in the Sand. Broke my own heart for the good of my pride, for the peace of my mind, and left my heart behind. That's just the way it That's just the way I am. Me and love grow like roses in the sand. Just like roses in the sand. Now there's sleepless nights and memories to write. I stay up all night drinking, but whiskey don't treat me right. That's just the way it is. That's just the way I am. Me and love grow like roses in the sand. Just like roses in the sand. Just like roses in the sand. That's just the way it is. That's just the way I am. Me and love grow like roses in the sand. Just like roses in the sand. Thank you. No turning back. Now I'm free. Photographs will fade like a memory. No more lonely nights. So when I sleep, I'm floating on my back, and the clouds look like sheep. It's only a broken heart. Pick it up and make a new start. It's when you feel left behind, you get lost up inside your mind. No one's home right now to take your call. Just know I'm doing fine behind this wall. Someday I'll make a change, and this I know. But I'm happy on my cloud, going where the wind blows. It's only a broken heart. Pick it up and make a new start. It's when you feel left behind, you get lost up inside Thank you very much. That's on an album I have called And I Look Up. I wrote this album for my father, who called me this afternoon and told me that he's coming to visit me in a few days. He's never been to America before, and he just decides to get on an airplane and come visit his son to see what he's up to, you know. So I'm kind of excited by that, but I'm a little nervous at the same time. Actually, he's coming out to California on some business. My father's some sort of a mad inventor. His house is just filled with these little inventions that he's made. It's just tormented our family forever because it's going to be the next great biggest thing, you know. And nothing really ever seems to pan out, but his enthusiasm has remained strong, and he's just invented a soap. Thank you. He invented a new kind of soap. So apparently he's got an appointment to meet with some sort of soap entrepreneur, and so we're kind of anxiously awaiting the outcome. I'll let you know what happens on that. He says to me, "This kind of soap does not need water." Cool. I don't even bathe, so it doesn't mean no good. This is kind of an obscure, they're all kind of obscure albums when you get down to it, but this is an extremely obscure album called Grace in Arms, and it's got a collection of some songs live recorded and then some songs that never made it on anything. And I'm going to play a song from this album right now that I very rarely do, and I hope I don't muck it up. But it's if you happen to purchase the song, you'll hear it. Okay. One of my favorite tracks on this album is a duo that I wrote with my mother, who plays the flute. She's been playing the flute since she was just a young girl, and so this album has some of her flute-tisms, or flout, I don't know. It's just her playing the flute. the sun can't stop the rain, and in the end it all works out. A new beginning starts right now. All alone my love was blind. All alone I'm left behind. I can't seem to change your heart at all. From your arms I fall. Forever after was never after all. Never all a full-time dreamer with both eyes open wide. From your heart I fly. Forever and ever, it never means goodbye. Never means goodbye. When stars are crossed and shine down on a silver sea, forever never is to be. And I can't seem to change the world I see, change the world I see. Thank you. How you guys doing, all right? So quiet and attentive. Thank you so much. It's really so much different than the gig I had last night in San Marcos at a restaurant. A gig. This is a show, just to differentiate, between the two. I come home, my roommates will, how was your show? I say, it was a gig. You just get paid and you leave. This is a show. It's nice. Actually pay attention. Oh. So my father's coming from France. And this is a French tune. It's in French. My French isn't that good. Sorry. I should play some songs. We'll just fast forward through the years, I suppose. Oh, that's a good one. Didn't sell many of that. Oh, yeah. This is. Here we are. Happiness is being lonely. I don't know if anybody here. We kind of haven't officially released it to the public, probably never will, but it's one of those albums that you put on and maybe you'll fall asleep to. I never made it to the end of it myself. You have to let me know how it sounds, but don't let the title fool you. It's not a very upbeat album. It's got its own thing though, and I had some really kind and generous players. My dear friend AJ Croce playing piano, and my good friend Dave Curtis on guitar, and my friend Brian Cantrell, who is one of the world's fantastic drummers, who I actually spelt his name right on this album. The last album he played on, I spelled it Brain Cantrell, and the album before that it was Brian Can't Tell. I did that on purpose. But anyway, so we're having some CDs for sale, and this is one I highly recommend because I'm thoroughly in debt. So. In a matter of weeks, I'm going to Australia for the first time. I've not really played my music outside of San Diego, basically Normal Heights, and an occasional gig in Los Angeles, which is totally by accident. Tom and I did play up in Santa Barbara, which was thoroughly exciting. We drove all the way up to we drove all the way up to San Luis Obispo, sold a CD and came home. So that was my tour. That was fun, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was fun.
Could have been better.
That was, yeah. Good times. But touring I haven't really done a lot of, so I decided to get on a plane for 17 hours and play on a Monday night in Melbourne. Okay? That is a strategy that I haven't even come to understand yet. I'm going to get on a plane and I'm going to stay in Melbourne for 3 weeks, and I'm playing a Monday night. So I've got to have a word with myself on that one. But I know it's going to be a fine 45-minute gig. I have a good feeling about it. And I've already sent some CDs down there just in case. Anyway, enough of the truth. Let's get back to some lies. This is a song called I Came Home. I see shadows and clouds of gloom, and all the flowers that forgot to bloom, and inside it rains in my room. I came home without her. I came home without her. I came home another night alone. I can dream of a familiar life, take the elevator to the sky, celebrate my leaving like the 4th of July. I came home without her. I came home without her. I came home another night alone. Not another night alone, watching reruns on the TV. Why does everyone act happy? And all I know is that time moves way too slow to another late night show. game, no, no. Outside a perfect sun shines down through the trees. I can't help but feel you close to me. All in love is not fair, it may never be there. Everybody feels the same. In one hand love you hold it, in the other you throw it. I don't wanna play that game. I don't wanna play that game, no, no. This dream that you were mine forever, across an endless sea. We floated there together. Now every night I find drifting through my mind. Stars above you, let me know our love shines, fades, then goes. I'm all alone. In my beer I'm swimming. My heart's a stone. And in the sea it's sinking. Now every night I find drifting through my mind. Stars above you, let me know our love shines, fades, then goes. Now every night I find you drifting through my mind. Stars above you, let me know our love shines, fades, then goes. very much. Maybe I'll play just one or two more songs, then we'll take a little break, and then Tom and I, if any of you feel like sticking around, we'll play some folk music called the American Folk Singers, and we'll invite a special guest up to join us for that. So I know your butts are probably quite sore. Okay. Played a song from that. Played a song from that. This is a. Oh, that's a good one. There's an album I have. It's called Unhappy Hour. Anybody own that album? I think I know everyone that does. Yeah. I wrote this song thinking, man, if Tom Petty heard this song, it's a Tom Petty song. Anyway, you won't be able to get the full gist of the energy tonight when it's just me and this clunky old guitar, but if you purchase the album, you might be able to get a feel for what I was going for. It's called Troubled Skies. I don't know why, but into troubled skies I will fly. You disappear just like a dream that I had. All my life it's been this way. Forever I will pray love never dies. So into troubled skies I will fly. When heaven throws down a falling star and it lands next to me, when flowers bloom on the moon, that's when love finds me. I don't know why. So into troubled skies I will fly. When heaven throws down a falling star and it lands next to me, when flowers bloom on the moon, that's when love finds me, love finds me. Love finds me. All my friends say I'm crazy for loving you. You're driving me to drink myself drunk before noon. You say you're coming back, so I'll wait for a blue moon. I open the door. Watch your ghost appear once more, and you tell me lies. I just nod with a smile, and I raise my glass to your health, love of my life. You treat me so well, oh, so well. The nights are longer than the days, that is for sure. I'm so drunk on cough syrup, it tastes like a fancy liqueur. And you say that you're coming back so I can post an overture. I open the door, I open the door. Watch your ghost appear once more, and you tell me lies, I tell you lies. I just nod with a smile, and I raise my glass to your health, love of my life. You treat me so well, oh so well. Is it a sin? Is it a crime, loving you dear like I do? If it's a crime, then I'm guilty, guilty of loving you. Maybe I'm wrong, dreaming of you, dreaming the lonely night through. If it's a crime, then I'm guilty, guilty of loving you. Oh, what can I do? What can I say now that I've taken the blame? You say you're through, you go your way, but I always feel just the same. Oh, maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right, loving you dear like I do. If it's a crime, then I'm guilty, guilty of loving you. Guilty. Thank you all so much. Maybe you can get up, stretch out legs, come back in a few minutes with the American folk singers. Thank you very much.